Hello, everyone. This is wmpyr and special guest VideoSensei.
Hey Empire, how you doing?
Good, good, good. So today we're going to talk about Slug Street Scrappers, the
Regen.
new, the newest rendition of that film. And yeah, this is great because we've been friends like since college, since
Yeah.
forever,
Oh,
and
totally.
I remember since day one, you were already like mega into martial arts and everything, and you still doing it to this day. Um, so, for us, this is a special movie.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's got it's got everything. I watched your review, by the way,
Thank you.
and so like it was great. For me, I saw the same 1990s. The It's almost like that throwback to the low budget. Not necessarily that this was a low budget, but in that sense, that
Yeah.
you get to see that more of the creative aspect of these artists, especially like the Don the Dragon that you mentioned and the others
Yes.
that you mentioned.
Yes.
Um, it was just it reminded me of that, the straight to video movies, but also this one, like it had like its own. I thought of like the Lone Wolf and Cub. As far as the realism, when I would watch those growing up in the '90s, like
Yeah.
I remember one time in Austin, I rented like all six at the same time from this video store, and so like
Yeah.
I marathoned them, and you can see the real, like when he's holding the sword in Lone Wolf and Cub and everything. It looks real, and I think we talked about this a few years ago, how they really were good at their craft with swordsmanship. So this is the same thing in 2025. These guys are. If I didn't know, you told me all this stuff like privately on the phone and stuff. Like I just watched the movie and I was like, yes, had video games, it had comics, it had everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like it had the breakfast at Champions. You see Bella there with like five pizzas. I'm like, yes. And and Uncle Ryukin is like, he's eating the pizza on the side. Like everything is just, it's like I'm watching a mirror or something. It's so awesome.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
the moves right away, you could tell with the postures that
Mm.
these people are serious people. Like they got they have a posture about them, and everything that they do, every movement that they do is well placed, and you don't see that in somebody that maybe like a Keanu Reeves or an actor that studies. Even though Keanu studied since The Matrix, so we'd say like 99, but I think I have a few years above him, and I think you do as well, and many people do, and where we can see that in those, I might not be better than the guy, but I can definitely tell that there's somebody that they have a good posture. You can see when they're executing the movement. You can see the footwork, their center line, their judgment. Everything comes into play, and it's executed so well on the screen because it looks like a real fight. Like you're
Mm.
really getting hit. Like I think like that the Taekwondo fight versus the Bella was just awesome because you see like the way it's filmed. It's just like the angle is perfect.
Right.
What do you think?
Well, what do I think? Yeah, definitely the fact that real martial artists were used for the fight scenes, that is the thing that we were talking about. From you
Yes,
know you
you
see the
mentioned
difference
they
in
were like
quality.
champs.
Yeah, I mean the level is incredibly high here. This is people that have been doing martial arts, very very seriously. It's a little bit. Look, I don't know Keanu Reeves's level, and I'm not here to criticize the
Yeah,
guy.
no, that's not what I meant
Yeah,
either.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love Keanu
yeah.
Reeves,
So,
great movie
yeah,
star, but
yeah.
what I meant was that
Exactly. Right, right,
there's
right,
actors and then there's people that like since 3 years old
right.
they've kind of dedicated their life to this spirit. Maybe their grandfather was also a martial artist, and they look at their grandfather's picture and they're like, "Holy smokes! Like I want to be like my grandpa." So there's like this lineage that you can tell right away. Like, in fact, people that do movie stars probably go and study with the high caliber level of the people in this film that I watched. It was awesome. I don't know anything about them. They looked great on camera.
Right, right, right. So that natural quality, and and you've been doing martial arts, lifelong, and so from our eyes, this is just something that you can't hide.
Yeah, I
it's
think the saying is something like you don't know what you don't know, and so like I can see like when they do a move, I'm like, oh my goodness, like I know that, and then so you're like, wow, like your attention is like the Uncle Ryukin just had like a million moves and everything was sharp. Like I just when he's training, like today's a perfect day to train, and then all of a sudden it's like raining, all that. Like the drama is cool. You gotta admit they got real good like artistry with the writing,
yeah.
but the shape and the forms of his strikes is just everything is just like perfect. Like he's right on, man. Like it, I thought it was great.
How was the music for you? Because you're also a lifelong
Dude, the
third
music,
generation musician.
yeah,
So
yes, you
yeah,
got it. Like same, going on right there. It was awesome, dude. Retro synth, and it just had the vibe and the feeling of like the amazing movies from growing up. Like you're there, and almost like each guy had their like theme song too. Like you could feel like they had that vibe going on where they really did use every tool available for that making of a great film. And I think it's top notch, man. The retro synth is the best though. Like you gotta admit, like that's
for me the music really popped, brought out the fight scenes and everything. And there was also a variety of music. So that was something in what was it, the last Kumite, that I felt like the variety wasn't there.
That's right. That's
I liked
right.
the music, but it didn't have the variety.
Like I think last Kumite used the classic instruments from like the Bloodsport, like because it even sounded like the same instruments.
Well, it's the same guy.
What's that?
It's the same guy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. So, but you're right. Like this one had like actual songs and stuff. Like it's different. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but no, I mean I don't know, man. Like something about it was just it fits so well together. I love the video game aspect, like how it's kind of like Mortal Kombat or.
Yeah.
You get like those fighter games, and then everybody loves playing the video games. So like when the two girls fight, they go back and they go play video games. And they're friends.
Yeah. Well, what did you think of? So Uncle Ryukin was doing the. He starts writing with both hands, like he's drawing.
Dude, that was epic.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that.
You
that
coming
was something
from
my dad told me. Like I've never really been able to successfully do it, but my dad told me his dad used to be able to do that.
Okay.
And that his brother could do it. Like so.
Wow.
It's kind of interesting. Like I thought though, like it comes right out of Sinawali, like which is like FMA. So you have to learn how to use both hands at the same time without banging into each other and this kind of thing. So it gets your brain to operate. So I think that might have been even like a subtle hint to showing that authenticity of him being able to master both the right side and the left side and show it in real time. Because that didn't look like a lot of cuts. You can tell when the things are cut, when film is cut, that looked like a one stream of where he's writing, all together. So. I thought it was great, man. It showcased a lot. Like it showed it.
So then, when they got to the last fight scene, where he brought that along, and he's doing right hand is one style, and left hand is a completely different style, right?
Yes.
For me, I don't know if I've ever seen that in any martial arts movie. I'm trying to think. I want to say maybe one or two, but I honestly I can't even think of the title. So to me that's the first time to see.
I have to agree with you. I would probably say that in defense, maybe the hint of it has come out in a slew of movies, like a ton of movies over decade,
Okay.
30 years, maybe bits and pieces of that, but not being able to point back and say, like, in Enter the Dragon 1973, you see him doing this, and no, that's not the case. So,
no, I can't
like,
think. Yeah.
but I did feel that there was a lot of that realism. So, like, I had to say that, just bringing it up by not, but not like on purpose or a pun or anything, but Bruce Lee did sort of change the way we saw people punch and take a punch in movies. And this, in accordance with like what I heard from your your review this morning, like this is the same kind of thing. Like, these guys are showing real punches, showing real kicks, and it's really happening. Like, it's not a fake.
No,
And they captured it. So maybe the movies will change from here. I hope.
You really think that this film would be like cutting edge in that sense that it spearhead a new type of martial arts action?
Of course, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring back the real hand to hand, real capturing of that incredible speed. Remember when Don the Dragon, when we did like some reviews of his stuff, and there was a few interviews where he talked about how if he did the real move on camera, it would be hard to capture it.
Yeah.
Because its efficiency of the movement.
Yeah.
And this film captures those things because they're doing the real moves, but they're slowing everything down. I don't know if you noticed that like when they were doing everything, it was in a slower tempo, but it was still 100% authentic. So
I think what I kept coming back to was the word clear. Everything is clear. You could see what's up,
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, that's really important. If it's not clear, I feel like they're hiding something.
Oh, precisely, yes. I agree with that.
Just like in training, right?
Yeah.
Speed should come naturally.
Yeah.
And so if you're doing speed first, then your technique is not going to be as good. You're overcompensating for something, right?
And you will build bad habits.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
and the habits will build fast because you're working fast. So.
Yeah, so I feel like this movie kind of goes in the opposite direction, and it shows you everything. Like for the fight scenes, it's nice and clear. You can see what's going on. Easy to follow, but the easy doesn't mean that the moves are simple. None of these moves in here are simple.
No, none of them look simple at all. They were efficient and they worked well. Like, I was looking at it and I couldn't believe that what I was looking at was real at some points because of the way they were fighting. It just seemed like too good to be true, but it was right there. It was filmed.
Which fight scene was your favorite? Sorry, which fight scene was your favorite?
Man,
there was a lot.
I liked at the very beginning the Uncle Ryukin. There's one, like, a lot of the fight scenes with him are my favorite, but there's one with him at the beginning where right away I was like, oh, it kind of seemed like he was doing some kind of bagua, and like he walks around the guy in a circle, and I was like, whoa, like he's mixing different styles, and that's when I started picking up that he was mixing styles. I don't know if I misidentified the style or not, but it's one of the first scenes in the first fights that he has, like where he walks in a circle around the guy at the end and or through the middle of the fight. But man, there are lots of fights. I like the fight between the hockey guy and the devil guy. Like, I don't know all the names. I didn't remember all the names.
Yeah. That was a cool fight. Dude, the hockey mask guy is the same.
Uncle Ryukin.
Yeah, is Uncle Ryukin.
Yeah, I figured that out. Like,
and the devil guy, the
is that Bruiser?
Yeah, that's Bruiser.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. So, on another level, this is like Eddie Murphy coming to America, because him and Arsenio do everybody. They do all the actors in the barbershop, remember? Except like one. Like, there's 3 people in the barbershop.
Yeah.
One real guy, and then like Arsenio and Eddie.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
I think there's like 5 or 6 dudes in there. So
Yeah.
Like so this is kind of like the same thing. This is real, practical movie making. It feels so like the golden age of Hollywood, like 1950s.
Mm.
You know, that kind of like, I don't know too much about film, but I get a real good feeling when I watch it. It could be what you're saying, extraordinary breakthrough, because it mixes so many things. Like, one thing that I picked up from your review is something that I felt myself. You had to go to the video store. These things were straight to video. You couldn't go to the box office and watch like Lorenzo Lamas's new CIA #3. You know, like
right.
starring Shannon Tweed. Like that wasn't going to the movie theater. But if you liked actors like that, like with the ponytail, you know, and like everybody likes the ponytail and the hair and Renegade and like stuff like that, like growing up in the 90s, like that was the world. Like I really loved Seagal and Van Damme, but all the other stuff that came out of it, like that stuff was top notch. Just like you said, because those were champs that were filmed on camera doing action.
Yeah.
This is the same thing, I think, but like it mixes everything. Storytelling, it's super cool, which, you know, it might be superficial to some, or it might not be so interesting, and everyone will go for the martial arts, but I just loved it, dude. It was like, right, like Uncle Ryukin. It feels like it's me. I feel like it's you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like, you know what I mean? It's a movie that I can relate to Bruiser and Ryukin at the same time.
Oh, nice.
I can see Bella and the other girl, like, you know, the McBridges. You know, like
McBridges. Yeah.
they're cool. Like it's real people. It feels like No Retreat, No Surrender, but like updated. Like it's that same good feeling.
The girl that played her mom, Punchy McBridges, became a American Ninja Warrior star after she filmed the original Slug Street Scrappers. After that, she went on to do that, and she.
Wow.
Yeah, she had some pretty awesome fight scenes in the earlier Slug Street Scrappers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so I don't know anything about this. I'll probably go try to check out the first one. Like if there's,
But yeah, they had amazing people in all of this, all of it. Yeah. So.
Even that one, well, obviously, I mean, you know, I never really answered, but the final level boss fight is the best fight. It has to be the best fight. What about you? What do you really know a lot more about fighting than me? What do you think is in there?
Man, yeah, you know what? I have to say that I did enjoy the one in the apartment where Brock fought the what was that guy? His name was the same as the Tekken guy's name. Kazama.
Saboteur.
No, not with Saboteur, but the one where he uses the bottle and the other guy has a knife and
yes.
the bottle in reverse grip.
Yes. Oh, yes. He was the guy. He was another Kazam, and he was like a, you know, the guy on the phone. Like, I forgot his name, but yeah, got him.
Yes. So
that
that fight scene, where the guy, he didn't want to fight and he kept calling him the pizza guy.
Yeah. Because he had just been on the phone with the long-haired, scary guy surrounded by all the masks, telling him, I don't want to tell you what to do, but wink, wink, hint, hint. This is the guy. And then he like turns to the camera. This is like a Mel Brooks movie. And the guy starts talking directly to us, Vampire. Like, and he goes, I can't believe he just fell for that. Yeah. This is so awesome. Like, because they break the fourth wall. Like, that's like totally. This is a well-made movie, man. It's not like some. It's not by any means low at all. This is extremely good storytelling, good elite level fighting. Yeah. And so when he fights like that with the bottle, like that was awesome. Like he just like like it. I thought that was cool, man. Like, you know.
You know, in that context, it made total sense. The other guy had a knife, and then he needed something to block the knife with, so he just used the bottle like a knife in reverse grip.
Yes, in reverse grip.
Yeah, and they did it. So that was brilliant. You know. Yeah. So
everything looks good, man. Like it looks
nice,
like
nice.
really, really well put together. It you know, I don't know anything about these guys. You mentioned you did, you know, talk to the dude, like.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I talked to the director. So on YouTube, he was formerly known as Quan Kicker,
Oh,
and he's always been super nice to me. His YouTube channel is like, it was like 100 times bigger, than mine, and he was like all super famous and all that. And then from
wow,
there, he went on to doing this. Like he just,
wow,
yeah,
wow.
he transitioned to this,
That's
and
cool.
the great guy, super nice, So it's just great hearing all the backstory from the guy,
Wow.
about the filming of this and all that. And yeah, I was just like, man, it sounds like so much fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's so awesome, dude.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely from what he's told me that a lot of the crew members and stuff, they are actually involved in like the back scenes of Hollywood, like stunt choreography and that kind of stuff. They actually do that kind of stuff for many years, and but here they're doing this as a basically for their love. It wasn't like they're doing this because it's another job. You know what I mean? This was a
You can
chance for them.
tell, like,
Yeah.
you can really tell with the way they got, like, everything is in it. Like, they're 100% in it.
And you kept saying you were impressed with the cinematography and all that. I told him that it felt like a Netflix film.
Oh,
At
okay.
that caliber. Yeah.
Okay.
That it was very 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 professional, and yeah, I believe Netflix should hire him to make a movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I,
that's true.
yeah. I think he's already ready at that level. It's just incredible how
Man,
much he's improved with his cinematography.
he,
Not that I understand cinematography, but it looked amazing to me. I put him up against any of the pros out there.
I
Any
think
director.
you get it though, cause like you know what about framing and stuff, so you kind of like, well, I mean, as an audience, as a person in the audience, you got a sharp eye. You know what you like. You know what movies you've looked at in the past, and then you can quickly reference them in your brain and say, hey, that looks like this, and then that. So that right there is a good thing, and it kind of makes it so that you can see the value in something like this, like because these guys, you know, remember like how people used to say about the Alfred Hitchcock movies, how you could take a snapshot of his movie and it looked like a beautiful painting,
Oh.
where there's the foreground, the background, and the center, the subject, and then the line, the horizon, all these things. Like if you recall from like a basic art class, I took art in high school, but it's all the same thing. There's perspective, so that kind of stuff has to come into play when you're putting a major motion picture. I'm not telling you this. I'm telling like whoever's listening to whoever watches this video, because you know this, I know this, but a lot of people don't know this, man. Like I seen YouTube videos and it's like this. It's like what we're looking at. Like I don't mind the talking to my friend, but like I don't want to watch a 40-minute video of somebody filming with their phone from a perspective that is unappreciative of the beauty of the human eye. And this movie captures the human eye's point of view.
Well, that was one of the problems with the '90s films, where you had an amazing martial artist, like Billy Blanks or Lauren Avedon or Olivia Grunner. You had amazing people, but then maybe the director was a little amateurish, and so the angle's wrong or the
Yep.
editing's wrong, and I'm like, this is a waste. And
Yep.
so this fixes that. This
Totally.
this director, this movie. So Yeah, exactly, and you know way more about music and filming and all that. You could go pretty technical. So that's I'm so glad to have you,
Thank you.
and
Thanks.
talk with you like this because you could break it down and stuff. So yeah, I definitely appreciate being able to talk to you about this.
Oh,
But
thanks. But it just feels good, right? Like you
yeah,
watch the movie, you feel good
yeah,
about it, and like you, that's what's so normal about it. So it should feel normal when you're watching it. It's just like a good song. A good song feels good when you listen to it. You don't
hmm
need to know how to play the piano. You just know it feels good.